This is Jeff Breedlove with the Georgia Council on Substance Abuse, and I am very excited to introduce to you today the Recovery Report. The Recovery Report is a brand new and exciting platform that the Georgia Council on Substance Abuse is bringing to the Georgia recovery community to highlight the power of recovery. You know, we believe that recovery is real, recovery works, and our Executive Director, Neil Campbell, and our Board of Directors have supported the staff by allowing us to bring this new platform to Georgia. The idea is that we're going to do basically a TV show. It's going to be housed in our YouTube channel, but we're going to put it up on our social media platforms of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And we're going to do 2 episodes in September, 2 in October, transitioning to hopefully a week-long episode in January, coinciding with the start of the Georgia General Assembly. On these episodes, they'll be hosted by myself, Jeff Breedlove, my colleagues and friends, William Carnes, Tiana Garcia, and we'll all have segments. My segment will highlight advocacy, policy, some news. Tiana will highlight events going on around the state for the recovery community. And William's actually going to have 2 segments where he'll talk about our main programs, interview people involved on our team, programs at the RCOs and other recovery leaders across the state, some of their programs. William will interview people in another segment, and then sometimes I'll do an interview of people too. So the overall picture of the recovery report, I'm so excited to get to be a small part of this, and I want to turn it over to Tiana Garcia, who's going to tell you about her segment.
My name is Tiana Garcia, and I am the Communications Coordinator for the Georgia Council on Substance Abuse. And this segment of the Recovery Report is to highlight recovery events across the state of Georgia. We feel that it is important to share what's going on in recovery so that our friends, families, and allies can be aware of amazing events happening right here in our great state of Georgia. Not only can you see some here on the Recovery Report, but we highlight them on social media. And we send out a weekly community events email blast. If you're not currently receiving our email blast or you would like to add an event, please send in an email to tiana@gasubstanceabuse.org. Again, that's tiana@gasubstanceabuse.org. And I'm going to hand it over to William.
All right. And my segment will be actually covering some of the Georgia Council on Substance Abuse programs, and we'll also be going over some of the highlights that our company is going to do in the near future. So we'll be spotlighting some of the RCOs, the B Corps movements, and different organizations that we're working with. We'll also go over some of the CARES Academy news and updates, as well as some of the warm line information as well too for you all. So I'm excited about spreading that information as well to you all. But the first thing that we're going to do is actually announce the contest that we have going on. Most of you all have seen us at a lot of conferences and different events, and we'll be passing out some of these wonderful, colorful palm cards that tells you all to tell us your story. And that's what I want you all to do. I want you all to go on social media and tell us your story in recovery, or any of your family stories, or any inspirational stories that might also lead people into recovery and treatment. You can use the hashtag GARecovers. And just kind of do a video, you can do a post, however you want to, and then we're going to pick a lucky individual to actually get an exclusive GCSA swag bag, okay, with different items in it and different things like that, and it's going to be a very fun, I think, contest. So we'll give you probably the deadline until the end of the month, and then we'll announce it in one of our next segments on who's the contest winner. Also, just to let you all know that 365 days out the year, we have the CARES Warm Line. If you or anybody just needs somebody to talk to, you can definitely call one of our many CPSs that's on call and that's waiting. They're waiting for you all to call right now. You all can talk about how your day's going. You all can talk about your grocery list not going good, or just anything in general. If you need somebody to talk to, you definitely can reach out to them. The number is 1-844-326-5400.
Okay, so right now I'm just going to go over a couple of community events that are going on or are coming up. September 22nd, the Recovery Community Foundation of Forsyth is offering its first annual Recovery Rocks Music Festival. on the 22nd at Fowler Park in Forsyth County. The purpose of the event is to celebrate recovery out loud through music and dance and create a positive and fun family-oriented event that promotes awareness about recovery. This will begin at noon and end around 5. September 22nd and the 25th, North Atlanta's Anchor Ministry will put a spotlight on Together We Are Stronger throughout the month of September by inviting people both in recovery and advocates of recovery to speak at their weekly meetings and participate in panel discussions. On the last Wednesday of September, Anchor Ministries will hold a super celebration with a live worship band, chip ceremony, and a message about recovery and community. September 22nd, 2019 will be the Recovery Sunday main event, which will include recovery speakers, breakfast, and a special presentation by Lori Fugit and Robert Elliott from the Georgia Overdose Prevention. On September 25th, which is a Wednesday, will be their super celebration. That will begin around 7 and end around 8:30. Okay? The next 2 recovery advocacy trainings will be with Jeff Breedlove. They are going to be in Athens and Dublin. Jeff is in Athens on September 23rd with Divas Who Win, and in Dublin with Rise Up on September 24th. Both events start at 6:30 p.m. Everyone is invited to attend these free training sessions to learn how to advocate for recovery in the Georgia recovery community. On September 27th, Coweta Force plans to have a community-wide gala. Several people from the community will be invited to share their recovery stories, to celebrate recovery, promote wellness, and empower peer voices. Everyone is welcome at this event, specifically peers in recovery, community partners, and leaders in the Coweta area. Coweta Force will also share about what their RCO does, what it offers to the community, and how the Coweta community can support them. September 28th, 2019, Athens Recovery Fest will hold the 8th annual Athens Recovery Fest. The theme will be Joining the Voices for Recovery, Together We Are Stronger. This event will feature access to information and resources from local community organizations, including recovery-related services, health screens, HIV and Hep C testing, recovery testimonials, live music from local artists, free food, hygiene bags, haircuts, face painting, and a bouncy house, as well as other activities for children. This event is beneficial for all in attendance, not just those in recovery, but those who are allies and those wanting to know more about the recovery in the community. On September 28th as well, Hope House is hosting a public event for the Augusta community and surrounding communities to promote and encourage recovery. They will have several speakers who have been impacted by recovery to share their stories at this event. This will be a family fun day full of inflatables, face painting, and games for all ages. Also, on September 28th, Westside Wonders will be hosting their second annual Westside Wonders Festival and Concert to educate and bring awareness to substance abuse and mental health challenges to the Westside Atlanta community and Atlanta residents at large. There will be a celebration and acknowledgement of peers, programs, and recovery resources in the Westside community. There will also be a health and wellness fair and a concert in which the primary entertainment will be from people in recovery. And that concludes our community events.
I also just want to begin and segue into just talking about a couple of things that have been going on here. The first thing is it's National Recovery Month. And we could not be more excited that we get to launch the very first pilot episode of the Recovery Report during National Recovery Month. That just sends a special message to folks watching the recovery community. You know, we are going to speak out. We are going to be a constituency of consequence. We are going to celebrate the power of recovery. So we're excited to be here in National Recovery Month. Another thing that's happened in National Recovery Month is Governor Brian Kemp issued this proclamation to designate September as Recovery Month in the state of Georgia. We had a great event down at the state capitol. We had a lot of peers and friends and allies in recovery come to support that event. What made it extra special was that Governor Kemp could have canceled that event because of the hurricane. not only did Governor Kemp not cancel the press conference, he showed up and stayed a little bit longer and took photos with people and listened to the stories and testimonies. Governor Kemp showed love and compassion and leadership, and we are so thankful to him for his strong support for the Georgia recovery community. We've also been supported in National Recovery Month by members of Congress. We've had meetings with United States Congressman Barry Loudermilk at his office here in the district. We've had Congressman Buddy Carter, who represents the 1st District down on the Georgia coast, come by our office here in Tucker, Georgia, meet with our team, meet with some of his constituents who came up, and that was just an important, powerful meeting in our office. And on September 30th, we have Congresswoman Lucy McBath coming by our office. Our office happens to be in the 6th District, which she represents. And we're very thankful to our members of Congress supporting us in National Recovery Month and throughout the year. We've also had members of the Georgia General Assembly and local officials host town hall meetings. DeKalb County Commissioner Nancy Jester hosted a town hall meeting. State Representative Sharon Cooper and State Representative Eric Allen hosted town hall meetings. These happen to be in Metro Atlanta. We will have others across the state. But you know, at these 3 town hall meetings, we had people in the room, and we've had thousands of people watch all or part of those town hall meetings on the Facebook Live posts that are up. So we know these town hall meetings have reached thousands of people and impacted lives and spread the word of recovery. And these were substantive meetings with expert panels that were at each one. We want to thank those 3 elected officials, Commissioner Nancy Jester, Representative Sharon Cooper, and Representative Eric Allen, for hosting those. We've already had other elected officials reaching out, saying they want to host one. So we're looking forward to more town hall meetings, using the power of social media to bring that message beyond the 4 walls of a room into homes across the state. There's great things going on. One last thing I want to talk about is the very special National Recovery Month lunch celebration that we are hosting on Monday, September 30th at the Buckhead Club. The reception gets started at 11 a.m. The lunch is at 12 noon. We are privileged to have Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, as the keynote speaker, and Commissioner Judy Fitzgerald of DBHDD as our featured speaker. This event is limited to 200 seats. We have less than 30 tickets left. That's an amazing testimony to the power of recovery. It's all over our social media of where to click on the link to get your ticket, but there's less than 30 left. So if you want to be at the first ever recovery lunch in the state of Georgia during National Recovery Month, you want to go click on that link, get your ticket. They're only $50. They're tax deductible. And maybe you can't come yourself, but you can sponsor somebody in recovery who may not be able to cover the $50 cost, but they give their time and their energy to the recovery community. There's a lot of peers who deserve to come. And if you can't afford it but can't come, you could sponsor somebody who can. So that's kind of what we're doing here with the recovery report. You know, we're going to grow this together. We're going to have fun contests. We're going to ask you to send in ideas to info@gasubstanceabuse.org. And we'll share this frequently on our social media, but we need your ideas. We want your ideas. Maybe you've got an idea for a story or even a special that we should do. You know better than we do, so we want to partner with you as we grow this show and grow ideas for stories. So info@gasubstanceabuse, just send us your ideas. We're going to do as many of them as we can. Maybe you've got a complaint, you see something we could be doing better, let me know. We want to grow this show together as a family, as a recovery family. So I'm Jeff Breedlove. I'm so privileged to be here introducing the Recovery Report. William Carnes and Tiana Garcia are my co-hosts on air. Our whole team behind the camera, we thank them for their work. And let's just have some fun together as we highlight the power of recovery on the Recovery Report.